Yeah, I'm just testing out some camera mounts, some body cam mounts that I made. I do this every once in a while. I'm trying to find the perfect way to mount the body camera. I'm on foot. Things are pretty drastic for everyone. It's not like I'm the only one being fucked with all the time. It's everybody. I'm coming down here to see. It sounds like we got some water running pretty good today. Going to do some digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from different areas when I can as I'm walking through. I got a couple filters attached to my jacket. So obviously I'm over here on Miguel Everyone channel if you're watching this because I've been thrown out of the Michael Oziak channel. Now the Miguel Everyone channel just came back on for me. You got to be careful not to drop my camera. I don't have a mount with me today. So the Michael Oziak channel I was thrown out of again. I was talking about just certain keywords, I guess, certain keywords, talking about a play type thing that my son was doing. Showed some frustration and anger at the 7.8 billion zombie slaves. And whenever YouTube cannot control the narrative, then they're going to act out. And they really are really bad. I was saying in earlier videos, um, just in the last week or so, that I've been noticing different things. I mean, I've noticed it all along, don't get me wrong, but in the last couple of weeks, I just happened to be paying attention while I'm doing the series to Namal. I noticed that some of the videos were getting a lot of views. So I'd be going on 100, bounces down to 40. Next day, back up. I'm watching it climb back up to 100 and something, back down to 40. And then other ones that were climbing like 7 to 10 views per day. And I don't get likes and shares and shit like that with my videos. I understand that. That's not what it's about. That's why you never hear me say like, share, and subscribe or any of that shit, because that's all fucking entertainment, fake ass shit as far as I'm concerned. So YouTube's definitely controlling the narrative on, could say, the government's behalf, but it's not. It's on behalf of us. It's a 7.8 billion zombie slaves who refuse to wake up to any of this that's happening. I'm gonna zoom in a little while I'm talking. Get the lights and shadows working for me. I'm reaching for a red filter. What am I gonna get here? Okay, red filter. It's kind of sprinkling and rainy out a little bit, so if my filters get wet. Oh, this is the new camera that I got to put the filter sideways. So give me a second. There we go. Try not to drop my gloves. All right, so digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call the running water over there. You see what I'm doing, Namal? I'm just tilting my camera back and forth for the lights and shadows. You see how if I come up this way, it's all darker. And I start coming down. I'm bringing some light into my camera, lights reflecting and reflecting off the fucking water and all that stuff. So we're digitally collecting the EMNC the same way that we do it from the clouds. You pause the video anywhere you want, use your camera as a viewing device, and you'll look around and you'll see. You'll see the true creator's work all around us. I can do the same thing by doing this. If I go up to the trees right here, just leave the camera here for a minute. That's digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon in the area we call these trees. But I'll stay on the water for a minute before I start walking because then I won't have none of this on. So, anyways, they threw me out of the Mike Loziak channel for saying words. For saying words. So, what I'm thinking about doing, and I mentioned it in my last video on the Mike Loziak channel, is that it might be worth going to TikTok. But I just want to remind everybody that I'm not as dumbed down of a zombie slave as I've been all my life. I realize that when I go over to TikTok, it's just the China control. It's the Chinese control, right? So everybody in 380 million Americans, most of them think that they live in a free country and it's America and we're number one and all this shit. But it has not been that way ever. Ever. It's not been that way. It was all a facade. It was all a bullshit story. In the new leading world power, we were told 50 years ago, then again 60 years ago, then again 100 years ago, then again 100. We knew that the new leading world power, because what they do, these Freemasony, Illuminati-ish, religion-ish type masters, the slave masters at the very top, for thousands of years now they've been there. And what they do is they everything's manipulation. Every country. It's not just United States, it's every country. And they've lied to us through the religions of all types. And at this point now, again, we're claiming that we have all this freedom to speak and freedom to talk and openly. And that, nah, man, it doesn't matter where the fuck we go. That's why I have the frustration with the auditors right now, because as much as I like them all, they're just kind of going along with everything. They're just doing the same thing. I mean, if they're auditing a town hall, even let's say the busiest place that the auditors, I would say, audit is usually a courtroom, which they're not allowed to be in, right? So that's one of the busiest places. Maybe a courthouse, but even a courthouse, the hallways are not all that filled up compared to the courtroom. Maybe in between sessions and shit like that, but otherwise, there aren't that many people around. My point is that they're First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment auditors, and by doing that on the street the way they're doing it, and not auditing YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, um, by not auditing them who control the speech, right? You're only going into a fucking courthouse, let's say, and you have a couple security guards and maybe 12 cops at maximum show up to get you out of there, right? Auditors. But yet on YouTube, your fan base is hundreds of thousands of people, and then that's what you call them, people, right? Yeah, hundreds of thousands of humans, zombie slaves, I like to call them. And so where, what good does it do? So if you're not going to audit YouTube, and YouTube's going to restrict what you can show, what you can say, how many swear words, you got to play by this, you got to play by, then that's the same thing as telling people, yeah, you have the freedom to bear arms, you have the right to bear arms, right? That's one of their so-called freedoms. They're so full of shit. Nobody has ever had the right to bear arms, because as soon as that bullshit story came out in any amount of number, then no, it got taken away. Because in other words, you had to get licensed, right? You had to have a license, you had to have a permit, you had to be law enforcement, you had to be this, you had to be a hunter, you had to be something, you had to show me you're in danger, tell me you're in danger every day, and that's why you need to own this thing, right? Can't say the words, can't say gun, can't say gay, can't say trans, can't say shit, man. Because I was fucking talking the other day. Anytime I talk to the camera like this, forget it. Uh, what are the community guideline strikes? Fuck you, YouTube. You're so full of shit, man. You really are. You're so full of shit. Um, I'm gonna take a walk over to this rock while I'm talking about nothing, and just digitally collect some EMNC from this rock. So I'm gonna get back on the Mall's channel and do his series. I just have to upload a few videos on the Miguel Everyone channel now to, number one, confirm that I can even use the channel again, because I was locked out for 90 days. So this is just a boulder over here in the mall. See the rock? Not a big deal. Don't be afraid. Go up to it. Let your camera focus and steady a little bit, just like you do at the clouds in the mall. Just like you do in the clouds. I'm getting it all. I see it all right now with my eyes. Don't worry about it. Zillions upon zillions of images in all directions. Don't worry about it. I'll get it nice and clear for you, so there won't be any mistaking it. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, Namal. From the veil to the ground, it is this way. My question to you, Namal, is that as we go forward, um, hopefully we do. I'm going to go send you a message from my Miguel Everyone channel in a minute. I'll go do that for you. And then once I Once I get going again on yours, which by the way, you got some really excellent videos that you just posted this week. I didn't get to them yet. I was going to working my way towards there, and then I had some shit happen in my own life that I wanted to report on, and then I got fucked and they shut the channel down. So I'm going to just go on the Miguel Everyone channel to finish your series. I'm going to do a 200-part series to you, maybe more. We'll see how it goes. Okay, see, I'm bringing some light into my camera. That's beautiful. Feline Canine Road, Nape Human and Beast, over and over from the veil to the ground. It is what it is. We can all see it. We can't pretend that we can't see it. All right, I'm gonna slip my camera into my body cam mount. There we go. Put my filter back up here, out of the way. All right. So this body cam is a little fucky because I got to keep pushing it to the right of me. I'm also concerned about the way it's facing. Is it facing too far up in my, when I'm looking? So that's what I'm looking for. I have these fairly large man breasts going on. They used to be much firmer when I was younger, but even when they were firmer, even when my breasts were firm, they still would have made the camera aim up because I just always had a big chest. So that's what I'm going through right now with this camera mount. I'm bopping along. I'm setting cameras up. I've got what I call the bait car set up today. So I'm going back and forth from some of the local places to see what's going on with the bait car. I am still going to continue on with the auditor series. I'm going to continue on with that as I'm doing the mall series. I can't really let the auditor series go because I'm learning so much. I don't want to let it go, but I also don't want, I'm not going to ever let anybody else that I'm making series to follow any other narrative than me showing you that you can all go see the true creator for yourselves. You can all go see the true creator for yourselves. You can all see the false creator / creator for yourselves. And the object is to always try fucking with everybody and tricking everyone, and getting them to go down false paths. That's why YouTube will do anything to get you onto the wrong path. Examples. Here I am showing you the true creators at the cloud level. And if you noticed, they put those condensation trail warnings on all my videos of the cloud level, right? So that's them trying to control the narrative. I'm not talking about the mineral streets. Very little do I say about the mineral streets. I don't call them condensation trails. I don't call them chemtrails, and I don't call them geoengineering. All those things are made for us to say them so that we break their guidelines, false information guidelines. See, they put out the false information. United Nations does. The governments do. The auditors are going to put out false information. And then when we talk about those false informations, we're considered the bad guy. They're going to call us the bad guy. So I was talking to the video that got deleted on me, that got my channel shut down. I was talking about a lot of shit that was going on in the schools, in the school departments and all that. And I'm not sure if I should even try again because I'm just starting up over at the Miguel Everyone channel again. So if I say any of those words that I was saying in that video, which are no big deal, they're no big fucking deal. They're just trying to make it seem like it's a big deal. There was no hate speech. There was no nothing. I was talking about transgenders, gay people, all the LGBTQ bullshit. I was talking about that kind of stuff. And they went ahead and call that, of course, a guideline strike, hate speech or whatever, which is bullshit. Because I even talked about the fact that they were going to do that during the video. They're going to try to claim that this is hate speech and blah, blah, blah. They still fucking knock it out. So I saved that video. I don't know if it's worth risking trying to put it up on the Miguel Everyone channel, because they're probably just going to delete it anyway, like they did. That's how I was, at one time I was shut out of Michael Ozak channel and Miguel Everyone channel. That's why I started the Right to Reality channel, because I kept getting locked out everywhere. And then when I went over to Rumble, I realized that Rumble is just an extension of YouTube. It's a fucking scam. There's nobody over there but robots. That's all that's on Rumble are robots. I swear to you, man, it's fucking ridiculous. And then you got the mainstreamers and suckers that don't see through the obviousness of the fact that I'm telling you right now, it's mostly robots. It seems even more so than when you start to figure out YouTube, you realize YouTube is a lot of robots. But at least those robots are run by humans. They're robots that are run by humans. So one human can run hundreds of robots at a time, maybe more, I'm sure even more. Just keep reprogramming the robots meaning a computer chip. It's not a robot sitting there in a fucking chair. It's just a chip is really what it is. So an arrangement of chips, and which is all garbage technology. It's all such garbage technology. When you guys finally start to see the true creator for what the true creator is, and the false creator / creator for what their entity is, not for what it represents, not for what you think it could be, nothing. This is the evidence. Go look for yourself, see it with your own eyes. And then you won't be dealing with this bullshit, because everyone thinks that the technology is so great. It's not. They're just giving you a cell phone and a computer so that you can hack into all the lies. They're not giving you any truth in reality, and they're giving you more fucking lies. And the technology that they use to build it from the ground up has been very flawed, very flawed. That's why it's an imagination game. Yes, you can touch your phone and it's a solid mass. And yes, you can punch it in and information will come back and all this kind of shit, but it's all false information. So what the fuck good is it? If every time you Google something or Encyclopedia Britannica something, everything is a lie. Anything you look up about the moon is going to be a lie. Anything that you look up about the sun is going to be a lie. Anything you look up about politics is going to be a fucking lie, on any side and every side. It's not oh, we're going to lie about just this one thing, or we're not just going to lie about these few million things. No, it's everything. It's everything. If they see a little dibble or drabble of fucking truth coming through somewhere, then they shut it down with some propagandist bullshit. And because your brains are just that memory capsule, they're not the fucking ingenious intelligence that you think comes from your brain. Is not. All the true intelligence comes from the neurological system. We're grabbing it up from around us. These builders that I'm telling you about, the triangular builders, are building us at all time. We're continuously connected. As I'm walking through, I'm continuously connected to these things throughout my life and my death. And these connections to these triangular builders that are constantly building us, everything in here. So the same builders that built my feet built my brain. um, and And you got to think about that, because that makes the technology that humans have derived garbage compared to the true creator's work. See, there's a group of humans at the very top who are using the exact technology that I'm telling you about. The technology that I'm telling you is the true creator, the false creator / creator, their technology. That technology is being used by a small group of humans. I don't know, 10,000 that know the whole deal. It's a guess. Well, whoever they are, and they have to be all over the earth, because there's no way one country or another is gonna go along with all this without all the other countries of the earth, or all the other lands of the earth, or waters of the earth, or you name it. There's going to be somebody out there that's going to fucking see things for what they are. They're not going to go along with such nonsense. So So what I'm getting at is all their 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. When you realize that there is no zero in the true creator's work, it looks like someone's camped out down here. I'm gonna go check it out. Oh yeah, yeah. What the hell? I think one of the spots that I hang out right in the river. Someone's got a tent pitched down there. I'll have to go check it out on my way back. Um, anyways, yeah. So we fucked ourselves, man. I don't know how many thousands of years ago. If I'm the only one looking, and you guys are all ignoring it, definitely do not ignore it out of fear. Um, I understand ignoring it because we are all possessing a mirror neuron manipulator. It's kind of where I started even 12 years ago. I think it was like 11, 12 years ago, maybe 10. When I wrote the book called The Mirror Neuron Manipulator. The mirror neuron manipulator is a manipulating neurological system that I believed evolved from humans because humans needed to lie to ourselves. We cannot stand to know ourselves. Knowing if we were to really look at ourselves for all the shit we do, the wars, the abortions, the murders, the this, the that, we always have to find reasons to use, and how do we get those reasons? How do we get the reasons to overlook something? And we say, let's say, for example, a wrongful death. It wasn't natural causes. Well, that could go in a lot of different directions because there's really no such thing as natural causes anymore. We have a medical industry that totally controls how long we live. The food we eat is totally involved with that same pharmaceutical and medical industry. So therefore, our life expectancies as humans is a planned thing. But yet, the 7.8 billion people that go along with this fucking nonsense, they continue, I should say, because I'm included, so we continue to deny these things. And we say, no, no, um, we're definitely doing the right thing. Nah, man, everything from the amount of food that we eat, from how we take a shit, from how we urinate, for how much liquid we get into our bodies compared to the heavy metals and minerals that are in that liquid, water, I'm talking about. So all of these different things come into play, and we all are programmed to ignore them. And we use our memory bank filled with false memory in order to bypass this mirror neuron that we all have. Now, the mirror neuron, I would have to think, was applied by the false creator slash creator. I would think that that is where but the mirror neuron manipulator, I believe, was evolved from humans. If you short out the system, if you short out the electrical system by humans purposely, they deny it's purposeful, but I'm telling you right now, it's purposeful. Because when you show it to them and you show them the system, they still fucking deny it, then that means it's purposeful. I don't care what kind of lies we want to use to claim that, oh no, I was taught this way. This is the way I was brought up. Well, you know what? The fucking days are over, man. I'm showing it to you now. You can all see it for yourselves. You got to stop fucking around because you're running out of time, like 2,000 years out of time. You're already fucking out of time. So, my point, I guess, is that we do this to ourselves over and over with millions and millions of lies revolving around everything that we do. And then we use those lies in order to bypass our mirror neuron. That mirror neuron is what's supposed to be there to get us to stay on the right track with things. Everyone wants to bring God into it or Allah into it. I'm giving you that. Not only it may not meet exactly what you were taught in your books, of course not, because anything you were taught in your books is going to be a lie. But the general idea of what it is you guys all have in your mind, everyone, even the atheists, the general idea for what you have in your mind, why we're here, what this is all about, what's going on, all that, it can be answered by yourself. You will see it. You will see it. You will all of a sudden, once you start seeing it and you accept it, you will connect with the true creator's energy properly. Even with your heavy metals and minerals being off, you will definitely connect. And then once everyone's connected, then we can all fucking get together and start saying, hey, if we do this and we, let's say, take in these certain heavy metals and minerals and leave these other ones out, that'd be one type of human species, biospecies that's gone so far bio. That would be one, right? Let's say the cat. The cat would have to be required these heavy metals and minerals to work at optimal electrical ability, right? And then the human comes along. Now there's many different species of humans, strains of species, I should say, strains of feline. There are many strains of canine, many strains of ape, many strains of the beast. So therefore, the true creator's work all shows through everywhere. The false creator slash creator's work shows through everywhere. We can see it. We don't have to be in denial of it anymore because it doesn't meet the fucking shit you were done. Believe me, man, I'm telling you guys, if you all go look, we will all see it and it will be so much better. We don't have to fuck around no more, man. So they give us the computer 010101, and now everybody's online fighting it out, arguing it out about what's right and what's wrong. And it's all fucking wrong, man, because it's all based on lies. What I was talking about, I should probably make sure that I'm not going to run out of minutes here. Let's see. Oop. Yep, I'm out of time. So that was already 31 minutes. Oh no, the new video already started. I wonder why it's going. Oh, it's 26. 27, okay. So it's only got a few more minutes anyway. I'm going to see if I do it so I know if the camera's on or not. Or if it's still recording, I should say. Then it stops recording. Hopefully it goes beep beep or something. And I don't know. I got to look into this phone because 30-minute videos, oh my God. I can make fucking 2-3 hour videos. I don't want to keep running out for the phone all the time to pull the phone in off the tripod. So anyways, I'll try to upload these to the Miguel Everyone channel when I get back. I got to gather up other cameras that I also have en route. So I'll stop and swap off the car cameras. And then I'll swap off my body cameras, like pick up a battery. There's a little bit of shit to go through, but at the same time I'm doing this auditing shit, I'm also digitally collecting the electromagnetic nanocarbon from the areas around me, whether they're rocks, stones, waters, trees, it doesn't really matter. You can grab it from anywhere. Again, I try to stay away from things with human influence. Back to Namal before this video ends. Namal, I'm gonna go heavy on the moon. Just give me like, I'm gonna go back to your videos for about a week, for like 1 week, because you got a lot of really good videos. I haven't even gotten to your older videos, let alone your new ones you're putting up every day, and they're really good, man. They're real good. It seems like you see it all. So, anyway, I'll get back to that, and then I'm gonna get you to the moon. I want to show you the moon for what it really actually is, Namal, and it's going to have a huge impact. I'll also say, Namal, I've noticed a big, huge uptick in my videos, the views. Even though they're being squashed, it doesn't matter. I don't care what anyone else can see. I know I see it. So I'm watching the videos, hundreds of views. That one video of yours that I remastered had got to be up in the thousands. It's got to be in the thousands. And if you go look at that video right now, I think it says 61 views. I think it's probably going to drop back down to 40 again. For some reason, they like the number 41, 43 on that, on that particular video. YouTube does. They keep dropping down the views. And then what I also noticed is even when they're trying to keep them down, they're still going higher than my videos would normally do. My videos on average get 1 to 6 views. It's been that way for years. It's been that way for, years. Not saying that once in a while a video doesn't get a lot of views, because sometimes they do. Sometimes I get a video that go up to 2,000, 3,000. I've seen views on them and stuff like that. I've actually, those videos will, as soon as they end up in my archive and they know that I'm not paying attention to them, then they'll get deleted. Other times I delete them myself because I get suspicious. I say, wait a minute, why is YouTube promoting this particular video, letting it go out there and get so many views? Why are they doing that? I'm missing something. There's something here in this video that I did that they want me to